in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
All right, we are setting the mood here.
I was going to say, Twilight fans recognize that song.
There's a reason we're talking about Twilight. What is it?
We're getting a Twilight TV series.
Oh, boy.
So according to The Hollywood Reporter, it is in the works. They're getting Stephanie Meyers on board, who is the author of the books originally. There's no real word on where it would play or where it would stream, but currently Peacock does own the rights. And the idea is to basically rip off what Harry Potter is doing, because we just found out a week ago that HBO is going to turn each of the Harry Potter books into a season of a TV show. And the Twilight people were sitting there and they're like, wait a second, we can do that? We can make all that money again? All that merchandise? Heck yeah, let's do this. And so they floated that out there. Just like with Harry Potter, it'll be a brand new cast, which makes me a little sad only because I love watching Robert Pattinson be so angry in interviews about how much he hates the character Edward. I will miss that. But I'm excited for this in general, all the millennial like nostalgia he feels.
Right? I think I saw the first Twilight. I read all the books when they came out, when they were all the rage. I saw the first Twilight movie. I don't think I saw the rest of them.
I haven't seen any of the movies
I would have
or
been
read the
surprised
books.
if you'd seen any
Yeah,
of them.
I feel like I should have, but I just didn't.
I mean, I pledged my allegiance to Team Jacob in the first movie, and I went to see the movies in the theaters for every single one of them.
Time out. No, hang on. You haven't read a single Harry Potter book, but you're a diehard Team Jacob in Twilight. That's where we draw our line.
I didn't read any of the Twilight books either. I just saw the movies.
He's
And
a
I
movie
saw
guy.
the
He's a movie
muscles
guy
that
for
Team
you.
Jacob was bringing to the table.
I had a bone
And
to
Team
pick.
Jacob is clearly the better team to be on. I mean, come on. Edward was a vampire. He was cold. It was kind of weird. He was like 100 and some years old going back to high school. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. But Jacob, he was like a warm puppy dog. Of course you're going to love Jacob the most. But I think this is really cool because they're going to get to recast everyone. And as much as like Kristen Stewart has grown and evolved into the actor that she is now, like, I'm excited to see a different Bella, a different perspective on it. And the movies were pretty cringy looking back at them. Like, I don't want to give a spoiler. It's been like decades.
I think you're
but
good.
there is a scene where she has a kid and the kid, it's just CGI has gotten better.
Yeah.
It was still in the experimental phases when the original Twilight movies came out. But if
Right.
anything, this is great for the Pacific Northwest. Maybe
Yeah.
we can all get cameos.
I was
That's true. I
wondering
wonder
if
if
they were
they're gonna
going to
film
come
here
back to the
again.
Northwest. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. And you know, my whole goal in life is to just be an extra in something. I want my mom to one day be watching TV or a movie and just see me walk in the background.
Yeah.
I've been turned down by Hallmark 13 times now, but one of these days, and maybe in a Twilight series, I can make it happen.
This could be your chance. One of my friends growing up, I lived in Southern California, in Kern County, like nowhere, California. It's where it's near where they filmed Planet of the Apes when Mark Wahlberg did the reboot, and they casted extras from our town. One of my friends and her mom are extra, like front and center in this one scene, like great spot for extras in this movie. I remember going to the theater and seeing it and being like, oh my gosh. and that has also been a dream of mine ever since.
Wild.
So we're going to have to see if we can get into
Hunger
Twilight.
Yeah, the first Hunger Games is filmed by where I grew up, and I have tons of friends that have cameos in it. Like, they even put it on their LinkedIn. They were there for 2 seconds, and I'm so jealous. I also was turned down for those roles.
That's so cool. Maybe Twilight is our chance.
Well, I say we got to just keep knocking on the door. Just keep knocking. Well, eventually we'll bust it right on down.
Okay, so Chris Evans, talking about his dating life, he, I guess, says that he has been worse than ghosted. And if Chris Evans has it rough, there's literally no hope for the rest of us.
Right? So he was doing an interview with People, and basically he said that people don't just like straight out ghost him. They kind of like lead him on, they Hansel and Gretel him, and then they just kind of fade away. And that he would prefer to be ghosted because you can use your imagination and be like, oh, maybe they fell in love and got married. Maybe they moved away. Like, you can fill in with whatever you want. But when they just lose interest in you, he thinks it hurts a little bit worse.
Isn't the slow fade also a form of ghosting, though? I considered that ghosting as well.
Also, I just don't believe that people are not interested in Chris
Are
Evans.
slowly losing interest in Chris Evans.
I just got to call that one out.
thank you, Travis. I'm going to stand right up on this soapbox. Who exactly in their right mind is ghosting or fading away from that man? Look at this. Look at that. I just claimed Team Jacob for Twilight. If Team Chris was a thing, I would have the shirt.
He's number one Chris. He's number one Chris. You don't ghost number one Chris.
People's reigning sexiest man alive for a reason.
Yeah.
He's not getting ghosted. No.
The bread. I thought that breadcrumbing was pretty much just a step on the way to ghosting, but I don't know.
I mean, it is. Yeah. I like the direct method. Just tell somebody, hey, I don't like you. Our personalities don't match. And I'd be fine with that. You know, thankfully I'm married now, but back in the day when I did online dating, I did not like to be ghosted. I preferred the direct method because then your self-esteem takes a hit. You take 2 days and you're good.
Yeah, I agree, Liz. From someone who's still currently slogging through the swamp, the dating pool, ghosting's not fun. But like I said, if Chris Evans can't find love, then there's no hope.
There's no way Captain America's getting ghosted.
Shrug emoji, I guess.
That one
That's
out there.
all I have to say about that.
More after hearing something like that.
I know.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
All right, bye. And as always, you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.